Who's in the sights today, Lee?
A few boys. I think captain's probably first in the sights. Brody Smith would definitely be up there. Probably Paul Sedgman as well. Usual pest of the club.
I think Brody's singled out you as the one person
Right.
who wants to shoot.
Okay, well, vice versa, I dare say. So no, I think it would just be a bit of fun for the boys to get out here and take a few shots at some of the coaches as well, which would be fun. So so there we go.
Well, we were going to say, is there anyone you have to avoid? You have to be nice to the coach.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's probably a free shot, in my honest. So we'll see how we go. I don't know how good I'll be at it, but I'll have a fair dip.
Are you looking forward to these 3 days?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I am. I don't think so. I am. It's just good for the boys to get away and something different than the usual routine of our training schedule. So for us to come up here and just relax, I think we've got some beach activities tomorrow. We did just have a big training session this morning, so I think a few boys are pretty tired at the moment. But I think it'd just be good to have the balance of training hard and then spending some time together.
How important things like this for, I suppose, more of a mental aspect for the players?
Yeah, I think it's that into the Christmas break gives us a fair bit of time to sort of spend some time together here, then get away and relax. And the footy season's a long season, and the young boys have been back for 4 or 5 weeks. So for us to come out here and spend a bit of time away, and then re-energise over the break, and then get back into it for hopefully a long stint.
Is there a different feeling this year to years gone by? You've got paintballing and beach cricket, and we're out in Don Pikes having all sorts of laughs at training. Is there a different feeling at training?
Yeah, it's been very positive since we've come back. We've had a really good balance between having fun at some training sessions, and then when it's time to train hard, we do. So there's a very positive vibe around the club. All the boys are really enjoying the training. Everyone's come back in really good shape, and I think that's really put us in a good position to go out and actually train at a high level and actually get what's required in at this time of year.
Was that not there last year, Lee?
I think we were a bit slow to start last year. A lot of boys, including myself, came back a little bit slower than we'd like to in terms of our 2Ks and the overall training conditions. So this year's been a lot better with that. And it's, as I said, it's enabled us to train at a high standard.
What about the fun aspect? And can you compare it? Obviously the emphasis this year feels like it's been on just having a bit more fun and enjoying things. And if you go back to sort of the year you made the grand final, was it similar then?
Yeah, exactly. So I think you've hit that pretty much on the head. I think we're enjoying footy, and we are now. And as I said, the way we've come back has enabled us to do things like that, and it allows the coaches to have a bit more leniency in our training, and have times we go and play soccer, or times we come up here, and we're still training hard, but we get that that component to balance it out. So instead of last year when we were sort of chasing our tails a bit, this time of year we're actually be able to do this free time and enjoy it a bit more.
So do you reckon, is that a player-driven movement towards this, or coaches?
No, I think it's holistic. I think if the coaches come in grumpy all the time, then it hangs on us. And not saying that was the case or anything, but the coaches, the way they've come with our training, and the variety they've given us, and the overall positive feel they've given around the club, it reflects on us as players. And obviously we drive it a fair bit as well in terms of the way we train. And when it's both positive, I think it balances out really well. And it's overall it's been great fun, and I've enjoyed this part of the year, and I think a lot of the boys have too.
Have you spent much time training on any of the new blokes, and have any of them caught your eye in particular?
Yeah, they've all slotted in really well. They're super fit for young fellas, The PPT staff obviously control them pretty closely this time of year and monitor, how much loads they're doing. They're not doing, the full training, but, Ned McHenry, I should say, is, a ball of energy. Chase Jones, all of them are running really well. They sort of run when they do the conditioning with us. They, keep up, and if not, get in front. So I think that's maybe because they're a bit lighter, and I like to say that, but maybe they're just fitter. So they've come in really well. They've slotted in well, and not out of place at all in our training. So it's great to see.
And how about a leadership for you? Is that something that you're working on this year, or is that something you're trying to work on?
Yeah, I think it's an area that I'm constantly trying to work on. I'm obviously not the most outspoken person, so for me it's something that's a working factor that I can keep improving on, and it starts with training, and I think this time of year is really important for me personally to do that.
What about AFLX? Have you put your name forward for that this year? What are your thoughts?
I think it's great what they're doing with it. They're trying to market it a bit more. I haven't really seen too much other than the social media stuff yesterday, so whatever way they go with it, if I get involved, then that's how it is. So I haven't really thought about it too much at the moment. I'm thinking about hitting a few blokes with a few paintballs, so see how we go.
Gosh, last one we get a couple of sore big boys down in your defensive line at the moment. We know it's early in the year and they get a lot of time to recover, but how do you sort of keep them involved when they can't do a whole lot of running and training with you?
Yeah, so it's obviously frustrating for those two, and you know, a pivotal part of our back line. So Cole's been really good. He's been more positive than I've ever seen him before. I don't know if that's like a point of emphasis for him, but you know, he's running around like his normal self. And obviously Tails is a little bit more frustrating with it. So he was sick for a while, and then he came back, and then he's hurt his knee at home. And you know, he was in there today, and he seemed fine. So I think he was pretty keen just to get back and actually do stuff, because he was sort of training and getting going really well, and then he's had this bit of a hamper. So I think he's just keen to get back out, but I think it was just a smart move to get it cleaned up and get back for, you know, around round one. So
has he shed any light on exactly how you hurt?
No, I actually haven't asked him, to be honest. I haven't.
Part of a few gags. Or what?
We just Tails can be a bit dramatic at times, so we sort of say that, but that's about it. So he's had a bit of a rough run, so you know, lighten up on him a little bit, but he should be fine.